Hi there, Claire Winslow here to show you how to make your own stencil using a Cricut machine. This is a quick overview. I recently invested in a machine because I use a lot of stencils in my gel printing and my painting. So I thought, why not get a Cricut so that I could make my own stencils. So here we have a project where I'm going to make a 12 by 12 stencil, which means I need a board sold by Cricut. And this is a transparency material that you will need for making your stencil, and I'm going to leave a link in the description. I got those on Amazon. And next you're going to open up the software once you put the board in, and you're going to start a new project. So things are pretty straightforward here, and when you go to home it will give you options for images. So we're going to just use a pattern that is in the software already. And so I'm looking at the various options and I'm looking for the free ones. If you click on free, I think I like that blue one in the center. So I will choose that pattern and upload it to my project area. You can have the option of coloring it. It doesn't affect the cutout at all. But I want to do basic cut, and I want to do a within 12 inches because my transparency is 12 inches. So you resize it here, but you want to do it a little bit smaller than 12, like maybe 11.5 by 11.5. That looks good to go. Once you've sized it, you click on Make, and it'll ask you if you want to save the project and where you want to save it. And you also will need to make a title for it before it lets you save it. And then that way, if you want to go back and make the same one again, you can. So once we've done that, it shows you what it looks like on the board, and you can center it a little bit here. So I'm just getting it centered. This is important. You want to choose with matte, on matte, and 12 by 12 because mattes come in different sizes. So that looks good to go. All right, continue, and it'll ask you what kind of material you want to use. I'm picking transparency, and I'm choosing more pressure. And that's from experience that I needed that. So then you're going to go ahead and direct the mat to proceed. And the first thing it's going to do is measure the mat before it even starts cutting. All right, I think it's about ready. I am waiting with bated breath. Oh, here we go. And now we are cutting the pattern. And I tried to zoom in here a little bit. You might be able to see some of the cutout shapes beginning. It takes about 5 minutes or so to fully cut the stencil. It will give you an indication of how long it is or how many, what percentage. But it's about 5 to 8 minutes to do a 12 by 12. Obviously, if you're doing a smaller one, it'll be super quick. But 5 minutes isn't too bad. There we have another view. So far, this has been a very reliable machine. It's a Cricut 3. I highly recommend it for anybody who really likes stencils. And we're about done. And here we have our finished stencil. And the very satisfying part of peeling it off. I love this part. We've got a nice honeycomb pattern. I'm going to show you the finished stencil in a second. Don't forget to turn it off. And when you're finished, you also can get rid of any sticky residue with your Cricut tool. And here we have our beautiful honeycomb stencil ready to use.